Oh, hello! You may notice that this is a bit of a different intro to my videos typically, and that would be because when recording this week's show, the Almost Awesome Show, episode 33, I, like an idiot, did not record my guests' voices. That's right, I got video of them, and I had 2 guests this week, but no audio. So you're going to see possibly a little bit of a disjointed video. I tried to limit it as much as possible, make it as cohesive as I could with what I had to work with, so that the video and the story still gets out to you. But if you hear me reference another person that does not seem to be there, that's because there were 2 other people there, actually. Triv from Trivial Theater and Nick from Movie Emporium. But unfortunately, I was unable to include their footage because my dumbass didn't flip a switch. But I do hope that even with those omissions, you still do enjoy this week's videos. And also check out Triv's channel, Trivial Theater, and Nick's channel, Movie Emporium, when you get a chance. And of course, check out the Almost Awesome Show that goes live every Wednesday afternoon at 2 p.m. Central Time. And with that, on with the show. Or at least the part that I recorded. Weird. The Al Yankovic story. This was a movie that Nick and I watched a few weeks ago. Both of us have reviews of it. I greatly enjoyed it. It's like the anti-biography. It was great. I thought it was hilarious. Apparently there was a whole lot of stuff left on the edit, not the cutting room floor, but the script phase that they left out of the film that they were wanting to do. And the directors come out saying that, hey, maybe we'll get to do those things in a sequel? Which, if you've seen this movie, I don't want to ruin it because it's still a fairly new movie. If you've seen this movie, as out there as it is, I mean, yeah, sure, they could still do a sequel. I don't know how exactly that works given the end of the movie, but given what they're talking about, I guess it would. Says in a new interview with Entertainment Weekly, the film's director Eric Appel, who also co-wrote the film with Yankovic, revealed some of his more outlandish ideas that didn't make it into the movie. And while fans won't get to see Weird Al traveling through the multiverse in this film, Appel is holding out hope that those ideas might come to fruition in a sequel. I think at one point I may have pitched time travel or meeting multiple versions of Al from different universes, Appel said. That was a little too far. Maybe we'll do a sequel. We can use some of those crazier ideas there. While the addition of time travel may sound extreme, even by this film's satirical standards, it would fit into the comedic ethos that Appel outlined to Radcliffe when they began working on the movie. The Harry Potter star recalls Appel explaining that much of the film's humor would stem from characters acting normally despite existing in a completely absurd world. One of the first conversations I had with Eric was about the tone of the jokes, Radcliffe said in a recent interview with IndieWire. He was like, none of them are played as jokes. I want you to play it absolutely 100% seriously the entire time, and then that allows the world around you to be crazy as it gets, because it's sort of centered by those 5 leads. Those are the people that have to really be grounded in reality and heart. And apparently there's time travel, there's multiverses, there's a bunch of other like weird shit that's come out. But yeah, he's talking sequel, and these things could happen, especially if you're talking multiverses and time travel. I mean, that could make it work. This is one of those situations where I say yes and no. Yes, I would want to see this because I loved this movie. I thought this movie was hilarious. It was so much better than I ever thought it would be. But it was one of those movies that like shouldn't have worked. And I kept waiting for that moment where it was going to start to wear really thin. And while there was like a moment in the middle for about 5 minutes that it got a little long in the tooth, if you will, it never just totally failed. And then it picked up very quickly. So, I mean, yeah, I'd love to see more of that. I'm just wondering, do they have enough? Do they have enough stuff to do that again and be that successful with it? Because I feel like this movie was a fucking fluke. I feel like it shouldn't. It just happened to work out. Maybe that was just their craft. They were that good at it. I don't know. I would be weary. I would really want to see it. And if it came out, I would definitely watch it. But I'm just weary. Can you do it again? Can you do this feat again and make it work? Because I don't know what else. I mean, I said that about the first one. I didn't see how that, if you had told me what it was, I didn't know that's what it was going into it. But if you told me that's what it was, what I was getting was what it was, I would have told you before I watched it, yeah, this is going to get old. It never did, so maybe they can do it again. But Weird 2, Weird Harder, could possibly be coming. Roku. It's a Roku original movie. And it's Funny or Die. They have a really good track record, but that was another thing. It's more or less a 2-hour Funny or Die skit, and somehow it doesn't wear thin. That's the kind of shit that this movie would do, though. It would turn around, it would come up to nowadays and have them making this movie, but Weird Al would play Daniel Radcliffe, who's playing Weird Al. That is the crazy shit that they... Okay, you got me on board. I want to see this now. I want to see this now. Yeah. Make it happen, Roku. I want Weird and Funny or Die. Weird Al 2, or Weird 2. So yeah, Weird Al the movie part 2, or Weird 2 the Al Yankovic story. That title trips me up. But what about you guys out there? Are you interested in seeing this? Have you seen Weird? If you haven't, what are you doing with your life? Go out there and see it, because it's great. Would you be interested in a sequel? Or like, realistically, do you think that they could pull off a sequel again? I am a little on the fence about it, but, you know, I think just given the couple of comments we had here, it is possible. There's plenty of weird shit out there that they could do. Whether they do it or not, who knows? Whether they even make this movie or not. It's not greenlit or anything. He's just kind of talking right now. But he's got some ideas, so it could possibly happen. Let us know in the comments below what you think about it all.